everyone and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Tamika and today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy recipe. It's called Pasta Genovese. It is a traditional recipe from Italy and all you need is a big pot of boiling water and a slotted spoon and you're ready to get started. The first thing we're going to do is bring our water to the boil and then put about 3 tablespoons of salt. It's a lot of water, so you need a lot of salt, but you're going to drain that salty water out in the end. Then we're going to use a 500 gram packet of pasta. This is not just spaghetti, it's a little curly pasta, and it's ideal for this recipe. We're going to put our pasta in and give it a little stir so it doesn't stick together with our slotted spoon. Now we're going to cook everything in the same pot. We're going to use potatoes, beans and pesto, and we're going to sprinkle some Parmesan cheese when the recipe is complete. So the first thing that I'm going to do is slowly bring the water back to the boil. I'm going to cut my potatoes. I'm just using washed potatoes. We're going to cut them in 8 pieces. So you have about 24 pieces of potato. This recipe is for about 6 people, so they're going to get about 4 pieces of potatoes each. Now the water is just starting to come back to the boil, so we're going to throw the potatoes in and give it another stir. In approximately 5 minutes, we are going to put the beans in. So I'm just going to check out my clock. And in 5 minutes, we're going to put the beans in. With the beans, all you need to do is wash them and just break the bottoms off. You don't need to cut them. And by the time the 5 minutes is up and your potatoes are half cooked, and so is your pasta, the beans are ready to go in. Now the pasta needs most of the cooking, so it'll be cooking for approximately just over 10 minutes. The potatoes then come second, which need about 10 minutes, and then the beans only need 5 minutes because you want them to be still slightly crispy and really nice and bright green in color. I'm going to give our pasta another stir so it doesn't stick together. Now our potatoes will be ready in about 2 minutes, and then I'm going to throw in the beans, give it another stir, let it cook for 5 minutes. And then we will drain the water out. You don't need a strainer for this because it's good to leave a little bit of water in the pot. Okay, now it's time to throw our beans in. We'll just throw them in the same pot and give it another stir and let it cook for another 5 minutes. Our beans are now ready. You can see that they're nice, bright green in color. You don't want them to overcook because then they go too soft and they start going brown in color. And our potatoes are nice and cooked as well. And when we start stirring the pesto through it, they'll get that not so sharp shape about them. They'll start sort of softening around the edges and melting a little bit into the pasta, making it a little bit more creamier. So I'm going to turn my hot plate off, and all I'm going to do is put the lid on my pot, not all the way, just a little bit open, enough for the water to just come out. Okay, we have left a little bit of water in the pot, just a tiny little bit, so that your pasta is nice and creamy, not too dry. We are now going to put our pesto in the same pot. We're using the pesto alla genovese, which is the ideal pesto for this dish. Just going to give it a stir. And our dish is nice and hot, so the pesto will go through it nicely. Oh, it actually smells delicious. That basil smells delicious. So dinner is ready for the family. It took about 10 minutes, and you can do it straight after work. The ingredients are all in your pack, so there's no stress about, walking around shopping for the ingredients or thinking about what you're going to cook. It's all done for you. So dinner is sorted, quick and easy. There we are. Beautiful. And nice green beans. And then we'll just put some parmesan on top. And dinner is sorted. Thank you for watching.